Mm.
Try again. Howdy, folks. I hope you're well. Sorry for the delay and the slight technical issues at the beginning. Not helped by me on clicking the not clicking the mute button, which didn't help. I thought I'd got the mute button on. I thought I'd got the mute button on just Skype, but I didn't. I had it on the whole lot, which wasn't very useful. Anyway, so I can see you now. I've got comments coming in. Thank you for that. We've got. Remember, we are broadcasting on 4 channels on Facebook now. We broadcast on the main Racing Pigeon International page. We broadcast on the Racing Pigeon International group. We broadcast on my timeline. We broadcast on Periscope. For those of you who don't know, Periscope is the Twitter video streaming feed. And we broadcast on YouTube as well. We've got people watching on YouTube. We've got people watching on Facebook. And that's great. That's really good. So let's crack off and keep going with what we've got. We've got a show of a few bits and bobs to talk about today. The first thing we'll do, however, though, is we will, once I've sorted this screen out. So you've got all sound, you've got everything going. I can hear myself now because I'm doing that. I hope you can hear now. If you're watching this on the delay, you may not be hearing me quite yet. But I'm watching myself. That's better. Thank you, Douglas. Much appreciated. Great. So we've got people watching and people can hear me, which is always a useful thing. Don't need to hear me anymore. Right. So first things first is I've got Aaron and I've got Gary on, and I just want to talk to you a little bit about. What we've got going on RPI and who dares wins, what's going on this coming weekend. So let me bring them on. You don't need to see me. So there we go. Don't need to see me. Howdy, folks.
All right.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Gary?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. Excellent. Good. Right, that's better. So we got about 70 people watching, which is great. So talk about well, first of all, last week's show. We had over 20,000 people watch it. And it went down a storm.
Wow.
And we've had you've had a lot of questions since.
Yeah.
Any
I've had so many questions. It's unbelievable.
Any more questions that you want to share, or is there anything that's like a common thread of questions being asked?
The common thread basically is that people are wanting me to write them down, the whole system, and also the way that we also raise hens on full widowhood, the whole system. So, as I said, just sit tight and be patient. I will get this one way or another. But everything's been positive, and I'd like to thank everybody out there who took the time to watch it. Yeah, it's not all been positive. We've had a few negative comments, but you're bound to get that because some people don't agree with treating pigeons in any way, shape, or form. I could let a few things out where if you don't want to use antibiotics, do what we did in the olden days. To wear your pigeons, get some chewing tobacco and spit the saliva in the beak. If you want to canker pigeons, then get some bacon rind off the old-fashioned back bacon. It's nice and thick. Put it in some soot off the back of the fire, which there's no coal fires now, but very few. Put some soot on it, pull its neck back, hold its neck back, stretch its beak, and shove the bacon rind right down into the stomach. Wave it about, and that's cankering your pigeons. It's not free of charge. So, you know, it isn't all about antibiotics, but we have to remember the pigeon game's moved on a hell of a lot. The modern day pigeons have moved on a hell of a lot. You know, it's no longer as it was 20, 25 years ago, 30 years ago. And the sport has moved on a great deal with different feeds, etc., as I explained. So, you know, it's not all about antibiotics, but what I'm saying is healthy pigeon born races. But everything, the feedback's been great, really.
And it's been commented that people want the information in a book form as well, which I think is something that should be looked into. Because what we talked about, you know, like I prefer to read stuff, other people prefer to watch stuff, other people prefer to hear stuff. So I think there's a definite case to probably do both, really, book and or video type thing. And I think based on the reaction of last week, and I had people texting me. I think one of the guys texted me earlier, Terry. He's watching tonight. People like how completely open you were about it. So it's gone down well, and I think doing more series of them makes sense. And I think probably putting together a book of everything that's been talked about is probably the way to go, as well as probably people have suggested it should be on a DVD or a video or whatever. And I think that's something we should look to do. Get the information out there, because it helps a lot.
Yeah, it can happen, Mark. You know, it's all about time and timing. As you know, I'm quite busy, but you know, if it helps people in any way, shape, or form, then that's what I'm there for. Yeah. The other thing which I have had people mention is getting all of the products, etc., that I mentioned. Well, Christmas, that won't be a problem, you know, so you want to contact me in the new year, then be able to help everybody I possibly can. But there's no pressure, there's no selling point. You either take it or you leave it. It's there, you need it. That's what I'm saying.
Stephen Kennedy says book form would be smashing. Martin Swaley says video vlogs are the way forward. Thank you for all the nice comments. People can hear me, so that's good. Gary's going to be on. This is not a Gary interview question and answer thing today, but if there is anything really quickly, I'll take a couple of questions if anybody's got any. In the meantime, Aaron's on as well. How's things been going, Aaron?
Yeah, little close being a little bit quiet.
Alright.
Not really happening. I suppose everyone's just being busy with. Well, you were busy last week. It was a great video last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. It's really good. So you're breaking up, mate.
Am I good?
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, so we'll probably need to hold it a little bit more closer. No, we've just been looking at the onboards and working away. We're not really doing much. So we're getting a little bit busier now with the green and stuff like that.
Right, so you're going to be, so both of you you're going to be at Dublin Show this weekend. Both of you are going to be there.
Yeah.
What are you going to be doing there?
basically, me and Gary have, well, I be running a stand for the Who Dares Wins one laugh race. It'd be more of an entry stand and an information stand. So we'd be over there, Gary be there, obviously just chatting to people and stuff like that, and in and out having a look around, meeting up with people, and I'd be there at the stand. Me and my little brother Kane be there. So if you want to enter the race, come see me, and if you want information about it, come see me, and we can tell you whatever you need to know.
Cool. And Gary, you're going in, you're flying in on Friday, yeah?
Well, I'm going over on Friday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're going in on Friday.
With Mark Walker. Yeah, we're going in on Friday with Mark Walker. We were there just after dinner, all being well. Mark's been kindly enough to take me over there. The equipment needed, etc. I'm going to meet up with Aaron. Dublin is always a great show, an absolutely great show. The Irish people are absolutely fantastic. They're more than welcoming. You know, the downside for me is when I get drinking with them, because that is a big mistake. I always end up feeling very much worse for wear. But the hospitality every year I've been has been amazing, trust me. But just moving on to how successful the Irish pigeons have been in our race.
I've got this. Let me try and get it up on the screen, mate. 1 second.
Very similar on me today. The Irish have
You're breaking up a little bit, mate. Sorry.
I can't hear very well, Aaron.
Can you not?
It's closer than the mic is closer.
No, usually sound. I don't know what's wrong. Can you hear me now?
Breaking up a bit, mate.
Very jumbled.
Right, go through the go through the results, mate. I tried to get it up online to show people, but it's not playing games with me at the moment.
Right. There is the results of the Irish pigeons, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. The first year, 2014, the Irish pigeons finished first, second, 11th, and also won the two-bird average. That was from only 31 pigeons sent. 2015, they were 16th and 22nd, plus won the ace pigeon. I think it was Dylan and Daniel Boylan what won it that year. Again, a very small entry of less than 45 pigeons. In 2016, 3rd, 5th and 19th. 2017, 4th, 6th, 18th, the ace pigeon, and the two-bird average. The two-bird average has got to be, it will be a record which I doubt will ever be beaten. That was done by Maurice O'Donnell, who finished 4th and 6th in the final. An outstanding achievement, outstanding performance. Again, a very small entry of only less than 70 pigeons sent.
I've got it online now so people can see it on the screen.
Yeah?
Yeah. Keep reading, mate.
2018, 2nd, 4th, 8th, 10th, ace pigeon again. 2019, 1st, 6th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 18th. It's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. You know, obviously this race suits the Irish pigeons, and also probably our methods, you know, suit the way we race the Irish pigeons. But find me another one-off race anywhere in the world with the amount of birds you sent over from Ireland to achieve performances like that. It's impossible.
It is, yeah.
Can you hear me clear now?
You're just muffled, mate. Yeah, you're muffled. It's almost like your microphone's blocked or something.
No, I'm just holding. I'm letting me phone rest in the back of my hand.
Oh, that's better now. That's better.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, with Irish people and racing any competitive animal, we're just, we can't beat it, and that's it. It's horse racing, dog racing, pigeon racing. Anything we put our hand to, we just run away with it. So, I don't know. It was just a gift of the gab, really, of being an Irishman, I think. So, I reckon we're going to win it again this year. What do you reckon, Gary?
It could well happen, it could well happen, but the competition this year, we're looking at 1,500 opinions this year, the loft extension, etc. The competition's tough, we got 91 opinions from Ireland last year, which is a record for us. Let's sort of jump on board this year and try and win it again, like I say.
Listen, I hope people come over, meet and greet, because obviously I've been talking to a ton of people in the last couple of months being involved with RPI, and come over, have a look, and hopefully we can get you signed up and get you into the race so we can win it again and take all Gary's money off him and everyone else's, and we can run home with it back again.
The interesting thing, Darren, is at the present exchange rate today, the prize money is guaranteed to be, at the exchange rate today, €116,000 plus gold medals. So it's phenomenal.
Actually, that's what I was meant to ask. See, right, it's £500 for anyone who's coming out in case they have cash on the hip. It's £500 to enter. So what does that work out in euros? Did you work that out yet? No?
I'll do it for you right now.
In a second.
I'll do it for you now. It's 585 euros.
585 euros, all birds activated.
Yeah.
And that's that's your 3 pigeons activated. So there's no hidden fees, no hidden cost. That's it. That's what you pay, and your 3 birds are going.
Yeah.
That's it. All activated, mate. Everything. Whatever one of them 3 wins, you win it.
Well then, like that's cheap. I think that's cheap, like, because obviously, So that's good. Yeah, can't complain with that, really. Can you?
So you're going to be there
And
on
then
Saturday, both of you, and you'll be at the Who Dares Wins stand. If you want to speak to Aaron, he'll be there on the stand, or Gary. And it's 585 euros for 3 birds.
160,000 euros guaranteed.
Yeah, and a 60 euro deposit secures your spot for 3 birds.
And come here, Gary, how many places is it paid out up until?
50th position is the prizes go down to.
Right, so if you come 50th, how much do you win?
Sorry?
If you come 50th, how much do you win?
You
If
get
you 50th, you get a free entry. 1 bird free entry for next year, so £200.
And what place is cash paid out to?
Cash paid out 100,000.
no, what place down to? 40th, isn't it?
What place down?
Oh, cash, it goes down to 40th position.
Right, and what 40th position? What money is that?
Well, just 1 minute, you've got me now. 450.
That's alright, isn't it? Coming 40th place, like, you get your money, well, near enough your money back.
That's pounds. So cool. It'll be good.
Yeah, that's sterling, yeah.
So you're going to be there Saturday. If you go into Dublin, go and say hello to both of them. And Aaron's going to be doing his bit and doing a good job at the stand for Gary. Aaron doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to ask him to do 2 weeks today's show. He's going to be hosting it if he agrees to it, because I'll be flying back from China. I haven't actually had a chance to speak to him about it yet, but I'm going to ask him if he'll do 2 weeks tonight. So assuming he says yes, which he always has done so far, he'll be doing that 2 weeks today. So we do have one question in for you, Gary. I'll speak to you about that separately, Aaron. Shouldn't really have sprung that on you on live, but I have done so.
That's a story there, like, it's bringing it on me like that. Anyway, yeah, I suppose I will. So if whoever's watching, if you want to be a guest, PM me, and we'll try to get a good guest on. You've actually had this now. I suppose that's how we think about it, don't they?
You got 2 weeks. Thank you, mate, for agreeing to do it, kind of. Yeah. So, yeah, if you would like to be a guest in 2 weeks' time on Aaron's show, PM Aaron, and we can get that arranged.
But actually, whoever's watching, I suppose every guest I'm at to do now is actually an Irish guest. So if anyone from England would like to come on and speak, or I'll even look up a few people and try to get you on. I'd like to do someone in a different country this time. Be something different, won't it?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
So I don't know. We'll try to mix it up. We'll try to do something anyway. I'll think of something.
All right, that'd be cool. Thank you, mate. Right. What else was there? Yeah, Gary. We did have one question come in. Can you? Andrew Owen says. Can you ask Gary if he keeps his widowed cocks locked in their boxes when racing and only let out during training, or left out of boxes all the time?
They're left out of the boxes all the time. The boxes are flocked off, so they can only stand on the side away from the nest bowl. But you can motivate them by, after 4 or 5 races and it goes a bit stale, locking them out of the box so they can only perch on the end, or you can even put a V-perch in front of the box so they can see into the box but they can't get in the box. That's another good motivation tactic. But 90% of the time the birds are locked out of the box. The birds are allowed in the box but just off the box, so the box is locked off.
Cheers for that. Greg O'Reilly says can't wait to meet you both at the Dublin show. Sound is better now as well. Douglas is saying. I'm just going to keep you on quickly while I bring up the next thing that I want to talk about real quick, just in case you've got any input on it. You don't know about this, but it's not directly related to you, but I'm just going to keep you on anyway because. Right, so I saw in our group a fundraiser that is being organised by Samantha Thompson, and this fundraiser, which you should be able to see on your screen now, is for a young man, a 12-year-old young man in Birmingham called Joshua. And Joshua has been keeping rollers and some... Andrew quickly asks Gary, do you feed in the boxes or as a community?
No, they're fed in the boxes as well. No upper fed, they're fed in the boxes.
Great, thank you, mate. Right, so so Joshua's been keeping some strays that he's broke in, and he's managed to train them by going on the train to train them, but he's only got a roller kit box at the moment, right? And so there's a fundraiser that's been set up to get him going, get him aloft. I'm just going to read you out some info on this page you can see, and I want to promote this. Now, I only was aware of this afternoon. This is what it's all about, folks. This is about getting new people started. Joshua's keen, and it's about helping this young man get started. Now, I've spoken to Joshua, and I'm hoping, all being well, to get him on the show next week. I'm hoping I can. He's agreed to. I just got to make sure. I've got to speak to his parents and make sure everything's all right. But all being well, he's going to be on the show next week. So he's got currently got a kit box with some tumblers and a few racers that have been gifted. He spent some time at his local pigeon club meeting members and visiting their lofts, all on his own initiative. So there's a fundraiser going on Just Giving at the moment, trying to get him some money to get going, to get a loft and what have you. Now I'm going to put out the link to the fundraiser. Just give me a second and I'm going to do that now. Now there's some people already offered him birds. There's some people offered him lofts, various resources. But it would be great to be able to get this this young man fully supported and backed, really. Now, as you'll see from the screen cap, and that's actually gone up already. As you'll see from the screen cap, the total's already gone up, actually. So he's at £693 of the £1,000 that people are trying to get him. 33 people have already supported, which is great, and thank you to everybody that's done that. So
Mark, I have a suggestion.
Yes, mate.
Why don't we put a little box out in the stand at the bidding show, and people can donate a bit of change, and whatever's counted out at the bidding show we can send over.
Yeah, let's do that, mate. Good idea. I'll get you the info you need and we can do that. That's a great idea, mate. Yeah, excellent. I shared this out earlier. I'm going to share the link now, but great idea, mate. Yeah, if we can do that, that would be really good.
The other thing, Mark, can I butt in?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Aaron, if I've jumped on you.
No.
Why don't we? The lottery. How many numbers is in the lottery? Is it 60, 59?
Like I'm not gambling anymore.
I don't know, but yeah.
I don't know. You're 45 or 46.
What I'm looking at is if we run the number £1 a ticket,
Right.
for a 3-bird team entered in through Dares wins next year. Chance of winning £40,000 first prize. All the money goes to the lad. That'll buy him his loft.
That would be great, mate. We can sort that out. How much a ticket?
£10 a number.
Yeah.
£10 a number, which is a small stake, with a chance of flying for £100,000.
Okay, that's great.
€116,000.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, and it actually was on my list to talk about later on, as we'll put that through pigeonprize.com and we'll run that as a thing all directly going to Joshua. So let's do that. We'll arrange that and sort it.
Yeah.
Great ideas there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send out a link now to the Just Giving page. As you'll be able to see, Samantha's the one that's arranging this. She's collecting the money, and I'm just promoting it because I think it's a good cause and I think it's something we should be all getting behind. And he's not that far off that, but based on what we've already talked about now, we can do it. So I'm just going to put the link out now. Again, typical man, can't multitask, talk and type at the same time. But it would be great if you can support Joshua. I'm going to send you the link to it. As I say, he's already at 69% of his goal, which is really good. So I've just put that link out. And if you I'll try and do it like this as well. I don't know if it'll work. Yeah. So I've just put out that. Hopefully people can see that. So, yeah, I mean, it's great that, as I say, 33 people have already supported him, and he's nearly at 700 quid. But let's see what we can do. I know there was other people that have offered. I'm just trying to find it now. And thank you to, by the way, thank you to everybody that shared this tonight's show. And also remember that this show is, as I said, it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, and soon it's just going to be on RPI's website as well, so people can watch it live as well. But I'm glad I kept you guys involved in that about Joshua, because there's some good ideas come up there, and thanks a lot, much appreciated. And we'll get that started and sorted as soon as possible. I'm just trying to find, just give me a second. I'm trying to find who else, so I can give a shout out on the show to who else has supported Joshua. There was a thing on here that I'm just seeing. 1 second, and then I'll let you go. So Samantha put out an hour ago that huge thank you to everybody for kind help so far. Special thanks for donations of products and books by Brad Coward. The loft being offered to be built by Sean Daly. Right, so he's already got a loft offered to being built. And Aviaries and Traps by D&D Aviaries. Thank you to Les Carter for offering to donate the proceedings of one of the birds in the next auction. Matthew Munlo for putting up 2 Rudy Van Reeth birds, with all proceeds going to Joshua. And yeah, really good for people that are getting involved. We'll run that £10 entry. Thank you to Gary.
Well, I think Mark, if you don't mind me saying,
yeah,
with the amount of prize money involved, I think it should be a minimum £20 a ticket, because it's going to a great cause.
Yeah, we'll do that. £20 a ticket, great cause, fine. People won't,
£20.
Yeah, we'll do that, and all the proceeds will go to Joshua, and we'll also put that little tips collection box out on your stand with Aaron and Dublin Show as well. Let's get the guy some money and get him up and running. This is the kind of stuff we need to be doing, and we need to be supporting, and that's what it's all about. It's expensive to get up and running, and the young man showed initiative and getting going already. So let's do it. Let's get it gone. So great, thank you for that both. We will do that. Raffle soon, very soon. We'll get it up and running and do that. And then make sure if you're in Dublin Show, say hello to both Aaron and Gary while you're there. It'll be a good one.
Be nice, Mark. The numbers have gone. If we do get rid of all the lottery numbers, we draw it at Doncaster or Blackpool.
Yeah, when's Doncaster? A week on Saturday, isn't it?
Doncaster is week after Dublin, which is going to be the 24th, isn't it?
Leave it till Blackhill, because I'll be there. It'll be all exciting because I'll be there. We want to feel that excitement as well. So I'm going to Blackhill. So it's Blackhill.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that. We'll get it up and running as soon as we can. There's a couple of little things I needed to do, but it was a good system. It just needed to work a little bit better. We will do that. All proceeds will go to Joshua, and we'll draw it live. We'll draw it live on RPI TV at Blackpool. We'll do that. And it was on my list to talk about. We've got a couple more things planned for pigeonprize.com. We can do charity auction stuff, and while we're talking about charity and good causes as well, not that we're classing Joshua as a charity, we're not, he's a good cause, and anything like that to get new people in and helping, we will back all of us on this show tonight, Will, as you've already seen. So any charity related good cause we will get behind fully, but also RPI auctions as well will do zero commission, completely free auctions of birds as well for good causes. I actually had a call while I was away at the weekend. There's a very sad case of a little girl that's not very well at all, and Jepson near me actually in Dar. I think you know of Jepson, don't you, Gary?
Yeah. I've donated a youngster to the same. But, you're talking about, it's tragic.
Yeah, so I said, because he was looking at some help to be able to get like a sale going, and I said we'll just put it on RPI auctions. So that sale for we'll give more details out, but that sale, charity auction sale, is going to be going on RPI auctions, and any charity sale for any good cause, anybody can use RPI auctions completely for free. Talking quickly about Pigeon Prize. Pigeon Prize, you know, people know there are issues with bonus balls and raffles and stuff. And Pigeon Prize is something I want to be able to do for a couple of reasons. One, I want to be able to develop it so that people get the main reason is people get the chance to be able to enter a raffle for something that maybe people perhaps couldn't go and buy themselves straight away. And in addition, to be able to support good causes like we're talking about for Joshua. You know, £20 ticket gets you a chance to enter a 3-bird team in Gary's race. I'd like opinions and feedback. Carrie Hughes says that's great what we've just proposed for Joshua. Thank you, Carrie. I'd like ideas on what you would like the chance to be able to win or an enter to win. Obviously, pigeons are, you know, the standard thing. I've got an idea of trying to get a really big Pigeon Prize raffle done for a loft. I think a loft would be great. I'd like to talk to Thomas from Benzing, about doing one for a Benzing system. But what else would people like? Let me know on that, because it's something that I really want to do going into the coming months. So yeah, anyway. All right, guys, thank you for being on. It's much appreciated. Both have a good trip to Dublin. Both.
We're already in Dublin, Mark.
Hey.
I'm already in Dublin. We don't need to take a trip to Dublin.
Oh, you know what I mean. Mary Becker says an ETS system would be good. I agree, it would. So yeah, both of you have a good time at the show. I look forward to seeing it. If we can get Aaron not too busy, and maybe Gary can take over for half an hour on the show stand, we might get Aaron to do a quick video if he's got the time. And Saturday we'll see.
Yeah. I'll have me little brother with me, and anyway, so we can drive him on, and he can do a bit of work for once in his life. So
yeah, it'd be good to go around, like, you know, for people that are not there. I'm not there. It'd be good for people to be able to see what it's all about and everything that's going on. So
it's a great show, and I can't wait. Last year was my first year going, and it was like overwhelming. Oh my God, that's what really got me interested in being at that show and seeing how serious kids were in Ireland. So I was like, yeah, definitely. So we'll try to get something to on the live, or even set up beside we stand for a little while, and then we can have a little walk around and you can see what's going on. It's a brilliant show, it's brilliant. So we're looking forward to seeing everyone that's there. Come over, say hello, and sure we can have a good chat with everyone.
Great, excellent. Kerry Hughes says good birds is what people want. Yeah, absolutely, and we can do that. I've got a lot of ideas for that, for Pigeon Prize. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go because I know it only supposed to have been 20 minutes and you've been 40 now, so apologies for that, and apologies for partners that tell them to blame me. Guys, catch you soon. Thanks a lot.
Right, see you later.
See you Saturday, Aaron.
So
Right, yeah, see, oh, sure, you see me Friday. I'll be there Friday with
Yes.
you.
let me get rid of these because they're having their own
Yeah,
private
yeah.
conversation. We don't need to hear that. Right, thank you guys. So yeah, so that's that. So they're going to be there in Dublin, and thank you to everybody that goes and looks at Josh's Just Giving page. As I said, 33 people have supported it already, and I really want to support him. As I said, all being well, he's agreed to it. I just need to get to speak to his parents or guardians, what have you, just to make sure they're okay with him coming on. But all being well, I want to get him on the show next week and speak to him more, because we need that young person's perspective. And he's in Birmingham, so he's not far away from me. So I'm actually going to try and get Mize Andy and him together as well, because young people helping each other out is what it's all about. Stephen Kennedy, so Joe says, where is it in Dublin? And Stephen says it's the Irish Kennel Club show centre in Dublin. It's going to be a big show. There's going to be a lot of people there, and it's going to be a big one. So I look forward to that. Hopefully we'll be able to get Aaron to do a bit of a live, so people can see around it. So yeah, thank you to everybody that's been sharing as well. Keep sharing it, much appreciated. We've got people watching on YouTube. It's the show, Joe, is this Saturday. I don't exactly know where it is in Dublin, but I'm sure Stephen can private message you, and I'll get the details and I'll put it out on as a comment. But it's this Saturday, I know that for a fact. We've got people watching on Facebook, we've got people watching on YouTube. We haven't got anybody watching on Twitter, but Twitter's not really a pigeon thing, but we are streaming on Twitter, on Periscope. I hope you like this new software, this new platform we're using and all of that. As I said, it's going to be on RPI's main website. So you're actually just going to be able to go straight to RPI's website, which eventually is going to have an app, and you're going to be able to watch it straight from the website. Right, so some other stuff to talk about. I'm going to China a week on Thursday to the big Langfang show. There's up to 40,000 people that go. The show is a week on Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to try my best. If I can't do a live broadcast to my own website, I'm not going to try and broadcast it on Facebook, because Facebook's banned in China. But I'm working hard to be able to do a live broadcast straight from the RPI website, because in theory there shouldn't be a problem with that. Hopefully I'll be able to do that, and I'm going to try my best to be able to do a broadcast from there. As I said, the show's a week on Saturday and Sunday. It's the biggest show in China, and I'm very excited. Now the visa stuff's happened, I'm excited to be going. I fly on the Thursday, I get in on the Friday. I have the show on the Saturday and the Sunday, and I fly back Monday. So it's a in and out to Beijing trip, but I'm looking forward to going. I'm currently getting my Chinese business cards printed, and I have, which is going to be very helpful, and hopefully I can, as I said, I can do a live broadcast to the website. I have a Chinese translator for 2 days going around the show with me, so we will see what we can do while we're there to show you the experience. Absolute worst case scenario, I'm going to take some videos so I can share it afterwards. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the trip to China a week on Thursday. And like I said, Aaron, he kindly, under pressure, agreed he's going to be doing a show 2 weeks today, because I'm still going to be flying back from China. Incidentally, if you want to see where I'm at, where I am and what I'm up to, you can check out my diary, and I'm just putting that into the into the comments now. You can check out my diary there, and that keeps you up to date. I have a little bit of updating. I'm planning to be in Malta. I know we have people watching from Malta, and it's a place that's been on my list because it has between 800 and 1,000 people flying into the very small island of Malta. And I plan to be in Malta early February at the moment as well. But between after China, I'm not really got too much planned, which will be good because it allowed me to get some work done. Traveling's great, but it means I'm not sitting here in front of the desk. And although I can work anywhere in the world, it does impact. I've already talked about pigeonprize.com. Give me more ideas on what you want for that. What ideas of raffles and what prizes we can be offering, because I want to do that in addition to good causes, where all the money goes to good causes like we talked about earlier. If you haven't yet signed up to the RPI Facebook group, go and do so. We're just about to hit 3,900 members. We will be at 4,000 very soon. Couple of other things I want to talk about really quickly. I'd never heard of the term, my bad, but the idea of organising moots, question and answers sessions. I've got an idea. In my other business that I do, we do conferences and we have speakers, guest speakers, and people listen to the guest speakers. So it's kind of like a moot, but I'm talking about more speakers. Do you think it'd be good? Would people be interested in getting a range of people from around the world into the UK at a venue for a day, question and answer sessions, and people being able to listen to top people from all over talking about their experience and then sharing their knowledge about the sport, talking about different subjects as well? That's something I'm thinking about doing going into next year. Let me know your thoughts on that. I'd be interested in that. I've had people asking. Yes, I have, Stephen, and he is. I have spoken to him, and it should be happening, but I don't know when yet, Stephen, about Ronnie Bigwood. But I will keep you posted. I've had some people ask about what's happening with Racing Pigeon Network. It is happening. Our own social media platform for pigeons. It just hasn't happened yet because time has been against me. It's a completely new system that's needed, and I really do want to get it out, but it's just a case of time, and it will be happening as soon as possible. Behind the scenes, what's been going on is I've been trying to get it to where these TV shows and other broadcasts like the one I'm going to be doing from China can be broadcast to our own website without it being just reliant upon Facebook or YouTube. And that's what I've been working on, because like I said, when I go to China, Facebook is banned, and that's a really good reason to get Racing Pigeon Network up and running because of these things. But I want to be able to get it to where I can say, go here, and I'm going to be broadcasting from there, and it's not even on a social network that may or may not be banned in China. But Racing Pigeon Network is going to happen. And just to give you a little bit more info as well. So we have RPIauctions.com, right? Or RPI Auctions will be a fully managed service, a commercial service, marketing the birds that are going to be at auction from the different flyers and what have you. So it'll be like a normal, regular, what you would expect auction service to happen. And it'll be charged a commission, and we've got the best system around now. And I've got 2 pending auctions, 3 actually. We've got the Little Girls charity auction. We've got Rolf Schlomer's from Germany's auction. And we've got the European Eagle Owl Project auction as well. Haven't forgot that. Just been super busy with travelling, and I will be getting an auction date set as well. So we've got 3 auctions coming up, and you're going to be able to see the power of this auction system and exactly how good it is. And the Rolf Schlomer's auction is going to be our first ever combined auction. It's going to be it's going to be an online auction for a week, but the very last day of the auction will be an in-room auction where people can come, hold the birds, and place in-room bids as well. When I talk about being revolutionary, it is revolutionary in the UK and Ireland. Some places in Europe do it, but not very publicly. And this will be able to offer people in-room bidding, so you can actually bid in the room and have people bidding online as you would normally expect. So we've got RPI auctions doing that, but I'm very aware that I still want to be able to offer people the ability to list their own birds. Some people want to sell 1 or 2 birds, don't want to have a big marketed professional auction. They just want to be able to sell a few birds. And so I've had a bit of a change around, just so you know. I've changed it to where when we launch the new version of Racing Pigeon Network, people will be able to list their birds on there for free classified advertising. If people want to do their own sales and their own little mini auctions, they can. I haven't figured it all out yet, but it'll all be going through Racing Pigeon Network. It initially was where people could list classified adverts on Racing Pigeon Network version 1. It just didn't work well enough, but it's going to be there. So people will be able to list their individual birds or a few birds they want to sell or anything, equipment and what have you, on Racing Pigeon Network when it launches as well. So yeah, that's coming. Remember, every single video that RPI does is on our YouTube channel. Every single one we do is on there, and I'm going to send you that link into the chat room now, into the chat now. You see that. So all you've got to do is go to rpilinks.com/go/. Oh, that's a wrong link for a start off. That's not very good. Try again. rpilinks.com/go/YouTube. You can see all of the videos, every video we do, every live video, every TV show. It's all on there as well. And lastly, I want people to get involved in RPI and what we're trying to do. Aaron's one of them people that you saw earlier. Aaron's a motivated guy, and he made contact with me wanting to get involved. And he's now doing a lot with us. He's doing a lot in Ireland, and he's heavily involved. He's going to be more involved as well. So if you're sitting here and would like to get involved more what we're doing with RPI, send me a private message on Facebook. The best way of getting hold of me is via mobile. But we are looking for more reporters. We're looking for more people to get involved wherever you are in the world, not just in the UK and Ireland. Anywhere in the world, we're looking for people to get involved. If you're watching this in another country and you fancy getting involved in what we're doing with the vision I've got for RPI, let me know. We would love to hear from you. Incidentally, last thing really quickly. I apologize for my severe delay and lack on Facebook. I'm greatly lacking. I just cannot keep up with Facebook messages. I can't keep up with posts and messages. I don't admin now the RPI group. I've got a great team of moderators that admin it. I don't have any involvement in the adminning of the group, mainly for the reason of time. If I owe you messages, I apologize. I'm going to do my very best between now and China to catch up on everything and get caught up to where it's clear. If for any reason you want to get hold of me about anything RPI related, the very best way of getting hold of me is to send me a text message or a WhatsApp to my mobile phone. That gets checked 3 or 4 times a day and will get my attention a lot quicker. I don't want to sound up my own backside, but I just haven't had the time to keep the sheer amount of messages I get on Facebook nowadays. Can't keep up. If you want to message me, 07887 345 600. That's 07887 345 600. That's the best way. Send me a WhatsApp or a text. If I haven't got your number stored, just tell me who you are and I will get back to you. That's the best way. WhatsApp or text. 07887 345 600 is the best way of getting hold of me. I've said this a few times, but people obviously message me on Facebook and what have you, and I just can't keep up with it. But please send me that WhatsApp or a text. It'd be great. So yeah, that's where we're at. So next week's show, all being well, I'm going to get the young man Joshua on. Like I said, go and check him out. Go and check his Just Giving page out. Let's get the young man started in the sport. Great support already happened. Let's do that and make sure he can start racing next year. I will be, all being well, he'll be on next week's show. I'm really hoping I can get him on because it'd be great to be able to speak to him and get him on the show. The following week, Aaron's going to be doing the show while I'm in China. If you would like to be a guest on Aaron's show, if you've seen Aaron's shows before, you know the energy he puts into it. He gets great viewers. So if you'd like to be a guest on his show, message Aaron direct. He deals with his own show, and he will talk to you about becoming a guest. Stephen Kennedy says it's a great show. Bring your wallet, plenty of products, pigeons, auctions. I know I've seen some of the auctions, Stephen, at Dublin show, and I'm really interested to see how they go. There's some amazing birds coming up for sale at Dublin show. And so yeah, Gary's going to be there from Friday evening, and Aaron will be doing the Who Dares Win stand at the show with his brother as well, and Gary will be around the show all day on Saturday as well. So, and as well, if you would like to be a guest on this show, send me a message, 07887345600. I've got some people on my shortlist that I want to get as guests, but it's just pinning them down and getting the dates for them. Thanks to everybody that shared the show. I personally think this new system is great. It's better and it broadcasts everywhere, which I think is good. So thank you very much for watching. Remember, go and sign up to the RPI Facebook group if you haven't already. Facebook.com/groups/Racing Pigeon International. In the meantime, thanks a lot for watching. Have a great rest of your night. Be lucky and keep flying. Catch us next week.